Yes, that's good.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are on the patio, but we are going to be cooking hibachi on the Blackstone. I got this Blackstone at the end of last year and I didn't take it out of the box until a few months ago. And since then I have loved it. Like, feel like I can cook a meal for a lot of people all at once, and I mean, I'm really liking it. One of my favorite things is to do things you wouldn't expect on the hibachi. Like, I've done chicken wings, I've done noodle stir fry, I have steamed cabbage, obviously fried rice. So today we're going to do hibachi. We're having steak, we're having chicken and shrimp, fried rice, and noodle stir fry. Since we're doing the hibachi, I'm going to need some onion and some garlic, and we might as well get it from the garden. So let's get that first. We'll prepare some of our ingredients, our mise en place, and then we'll get started. I came out here earlier and harvested some onions, but it looks like we have some more that are ready to go. We're feeding about 6 people today, so I'm going to get this big one right here. I might need to. Let's go ahead and get this one also. Aren't they beautiful? I am always amazed that I can grow my own food. Did you guys watch my video when I pulled that elephant garlic out of the ground? Huge. It was amazing. Okay, I think we can probably pull this one. Look at that. Good stuff. So we have our fresh onion. I'm gonna wash this up real quick. These onions are so good. And because they came out of the yard, I am gonna wash them under the water. So for hibachi, we like large pieces of vegetable. I usually will have zucchini and mushroom, but I don't have that today. So today is just going to be onion. And then I can show you some of the other ingredients that I plan on using. We have some meat. I have some New York strip that I will trim, and then I have some filet mignon because my husband refuses to eat anything other than filet unless it's chicken. I have some salt and pepper. I have some soy sauce and some fried rice seasoning, some teriyaki sauce. I have some avocado oil because it has a high smoke point, and some hoisin sauce, and then I have some sesame oil, which I also use in the fried rice. So I made rice earlier today, and I put it on this sheet pan and put it in the refrigerator because Blackstone Betty said it's best to use old rice. I did the same with the noodles. So they're like al dente. So when I put them on the griddle, then they're gonna cook up real nice. We have some shrimp, and I always buy them with shell on, but cleaned and deveined. But you gotta clean them even after they say they're clean. You gotta get that poop sack out of there. I have my clean chicken, and I like to cut it so that it'll cook faster. So that little end piece on the breast is always thinner, and then I take the fatter part and I will cut it kind of like a fillet so that it's thinner. So then you get 3 pieces out of 1 chicken breast. And I will take my meat thermometer out with me so that I can check the temperature of the chicken, because we don't want our chicken to be rough and tough. So 165 is the temperature that we're going for. Okay, so we have our chicken, we have our steak and shrimp. And I think we're ready to go outside. Okay, so you always start with a clean grill, and then you always start with a well-oiled griddle top. I have these on low just because I'm beginning, so I'm not real comfortable with the high temperatures yet. According to Blackstone Betty, you always start with the rice. So I'm gonna put the rice on there. And the key to any fried rice is to have enough oil. We're gonna go ahead and put a little seasoning in there. I put some salt and pepper initially. Half of these onions for the rice and half for the noodles. Again, put some oil in there. We're going to put some salt and pepper on it. Put that over there and let it cook. And then we're going to cook some eggs. Put a little bit of sesame oil in there. Okay, we got a little soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. This is my own addition of fried rice. Oh, fried rice seasoning. And you mix the egg into the rice. The sides of the griddle is always not as hot, so that's a good place to park your food when you can't like pay attention to it, or when you just want it to cook slower than everything else. Put a little soy sauce in there. So we want half of that for the noodles, and the other half we're going to put in the rice. I forgot to tell you that I have picked this cabbage out of my garden this morning, and I cut it into shreds, larger shreds, and I rinsed it off. So we're going to put that on there. When I first got the Blackstone, I was thinking I needed all of the things. You know, I needed the dome and the spatulas and, you know, all the accessories that it came with. But really all you need are some good spatulas. The squirt bottles are handy, but not necessary. Maybe some tongs if you're doing meat. But I have found that if you get the dome lid, then you can actually steam your vegetables. So what I do is put some water on top of the, I'm going to take this lid off. Put some water on the cabbage, and I'm going to crank up the heat a little bit. And I'm going to put some salt and pepper on here just to get it started. And then we'll season it up as we go along. So we're just going to put this dome lid on here, and we're going to forget about it for a little bit. This is basically done. Take this off. Look how delicious that looks. Nice sweet onion in there. While we let those noodles cook, we're gonna go ahead and put this meat on the grill. So, New York strips going down. Filet mignon going down. Okay, let's check on this cabbage here. See how it steams up real nice? Alright. We're going to put that back there for just a second. Maybe we can go ahead and add the onions in there. We can add our noodles. Add a little bit of water. Because again, those are cooked al dente, so they can use a little more water. Okay, we're just going to put that down there. Let's add some soy sauce. Bit of sesame oil. Some salt. And some pepper. Let's cover that back up. You really don't want to touch the meat. I didn't really mean to steam that under that dome, but here we are. Alright, let's put some chicken on here. So let's go ahead and let's just put some salt and pepper on here. And we want a good sear on both sides, well, on the first side for sure. Some hoisin sauce in there. It's got a little sweet, a little savoriness on it, but I'm gonna wait because hoisin sauce has a lot of sugar content, so it tends to burn, so we're gonna add that at the last minute. Our meat done around here, so I'm gonna cook this to about medium well, pretty close to medium well, and I'll take it off and cut it, then I'll put it back on and we'll season it up. Alright, so I'm going to pour some hoisin sauce on here. I don't measure. And you want to mix that in really good. We can always add more later. All right, there's our noodles. Mmm. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna plate it up and eat a little bit, and then I'll come back out and I'll clean this up. And it's a good idea that when you're all done cleaning that you oil it real good, season it, and then put it to bed. All right, let's taste. It's not dry. It's got good flavor. Let's try the noodles. Shrimp.
Yes, that's good.
All right, well that's it. We're gonna eat. This was a really easy weeknight meal that you can put together. If you'd like to see more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.